Hey folks, today we're on 10-7 coordinate plane and polygons on page 278 in the purple book. You're going to learn how to graph polygons in a coordinate plane, to apply the Pythagorean theorem, perimeter and area formulas to polygons on a coordinate plane, then to determine whether the 3 points are collinear without graphing. Okay, so right here we have this rectangle that's graphed on the coordinate plane. We have the coordinate -2, 2, 3, 2, -3, 1, and 2, -1. So we need to find the area and the perimeter of this particular rectangle using its coordinates. Okay, so to find the area and perimeter, first refer to the graph to find the side lengths by counting units or by subtracting coordinates. You're all very aware on how to count the units on a graph, so we're going to use the subtracting coordinates plan. Okay, we're going to use those and plug them into the perimeter and area formulas. So when you're talking about horizontal line segments, so when we're talking about this right here, these right here that I just outlined in blue, these are horizontal, right? These are vertical in green. Okay, so we're talking about the horizontal, we're talking about right here in blue. Okay, so we're talking about, I want to find the side length of -2 and 2 to 3, 2. Okay, because -2 to 2, I'm sorry, the coordinate -2, 2 to 3, 2 is going to be the same as 2, -1 to -3 and 1. Okay, because they're equal sides, because it's a rectangle. Okay, so on all horizontal line segments, okay, they have the same y coordinate. So right here, same y coordinate, correct? So we're going to subtract the x coordinates here that I just outlined in green. Okay, so we're going to have 3, so you subtract from the left. Okay, so 3 minus a -2, which is going to be a +5 because these guys, 2 negatives equal a positive. Okay, so your side length is going to be 5. Okay, your horizontal side length. For your vertical side length, let's pick one. We have -2 and 2. And we have that to -2 and 1. On all of your vertical line segments, your x values will be the same. So then you're going to subtract your y values. Okay, so we have 1. I'm sorry, that's a -1. What am I doing? See? It's a -1 here, my bad. So we have -1 minus a -2. Again, these negatives cancel out and become a positive. So the distance is 1. Okay? Or, no, I'm sorry. Biscuits. Hold on a second. You know what? I wrote this incorrectly. I'm so sorry. Ooh. Let's erase this for a second. Okay. Your length always has to be positive. So keep that in mind, because distance or length can't be negative. So let's write this as -2, -1. Going up to -2 and 2. So you always want to do it like this, and I should have said this earlier. You want to whenever you're subtracting, you want to go from left to right, and you want to go from bottom to top. Okay, because you always want to have a positive answer. Okay, so there we go. So now we're going to have -2 subtracting, not a -2. I don't know what is my problem with this equation. This is not a negative. This is a positive. There we go. Okay, so we have 2. Oh my gosh. 2 minus this -1. So 2 minus a -1 turns into a positive. So that turns into 3. Okay, so our width is 5. Sorry, oh my gosh, I am so sorry, I keep messing this up. Our length is 5 and our width is 3. Okay, so for area, we know area is length times width. Okay, so that's going to be 5 times 3, so the area is going to be 15 units. Okay, for perimeter, we're going to have 2 times length plus width. Okay, so same thing. 2 and then 5 plus 3, which is 8, so it's going to be 16. So the perimeter is going to be 16 units. Okay? All right. Sorry I made that so confusing. All right, so now we're going to go on to using the Pythagorean theorem. Okay, actually I'm going to change plans a little bit. This is what I'd like you to do next. At the top of page 279, this is what I'd like you to do. Where it says given a line in a coordinate plane, I want you to copy that whole example down along with that little graph. It has the red dashes on it, and then also do the example 1 where it breaks it down where it says show the quadrilateral with vertices -2, -3, 1, 1, 6, 1, 3, -3, and -3 is a rhombus. So copy all that down, stop there, and then we're going to do a lot of work on this tomorrow. Okay? Alrighty, I will see you in class. Have a great night. And yeah, that's it. Okay, adios, amigos.